There we go. This should work. You should be able to hear me now. Okay. I figured it out, I think. There we go. And it's just gonna take a second to catch up. I had a problem when I was recording myself doing something. I hate that you have to switch this around. I wish you could do... Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I had the settings of which... It's OBS, and I turned it off because I was recording myself playing something, so I wanted the audio on 2 tracks and not on the same one. Forgot to undo that. Hello! I swear I always have issues starting streams. There's always something. There's always something. I just don't know what I'm doing. Hi! Harsh, by the way. Hope you're doing good. I'm playing Subnautica music because, of course, it's fitting. This one's based off of Jelly Ray. So... we'll see how the coloring for this goes. I'm excited because these things live in the Grand Reef, so that means glowing things, and I like glowing things, but also coloring the actual mermaid is gonna be weird. I did my best not to make it look too human, but it still ended up looking very human. Because a part of me was like, oh, I could make it look like a precursor, but then there's all this lore about the precursor bodies being like a bunch of different, like, DNA put together from different organisms, and so it's like, I don't know anymore. So I just made it look like a person, because I'm lazy. Thank you for letting me know I was muted, by the way. I was gonna look really dumb if I went for like a solid hour and then went back and you couldn't hear anything I was saying. It's been a long time since I streamed too, so I thought... I started and I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. I'll just remember everything that I needed to know. Nope. I like immediately forgot how to even start streaming. I was like, wait. How do you do that again? I was like, I should have started this like an hour ago. Or I looked it up last night. Or both. This is gonna be hard because okay, that actually didn't end up being so bad. I thought I was going to spend like 20 minutes trying to get the tail to taper out properly, but looks pretty okay. Not perfect, but I'll go with okay. There's also the question of like how it's going to transition into the body. Is it just gonna be via color or this one looks like this, so I might just do it the way the other side looks. I remember I looked recently all over for the track, so I was watching the original Subnautica, you know, like Jacksepticeye, seeing all the Leviathans, and I remember seeing a clip where he saw the Ghost Leviathan for the first time, and it happened to start playing, like, this really awesome music at that moment, and he's in the middle of, like, you know, doing his own thing, and then he, you know, is like, oh my gosh, what is that? And then the music kicks in, and he just starts... I love that clip. He even pauses in the middle of his talking to be like, dude, this music is baller. By the way, if my IRL friend is still watching, I attempted to stream Subnautica one time, and some people I knew, IRL were there. And I was in the Crystal Caves, which are supposed to be inhabited by this thing called the Shadow Leviathan, which is apparently terrifying. It looks terrifying. I've seen footage. And so, everybody was like waiting for me to find it and freak out. And I never saw it. And so playing the game, I just kept it got to the point where I was like desperate to see it so badly that I literally like swam out into the middle of the Crystal Caves in the open as like bait for the creature, thinking like, okay, now it's gonna come out and attack me, and I will, I'll know for sure that it's in here in the caves with me. And it didn't come out. It just stayed hiding wherever it was. And so I freaked out because I was like, why? I was like, why am I not seeing this thing that everyone talks about? Because everyone's like, oh, it's so scary. And some people were saying, I looked online, some people were like, yeah, it attacked me like the second I went into the cave, like at the entrance. And I was like, why am I not seeing it? So I still don't know because I'm too scared to go back. Like, I quit going back because I was like, I feel safe, but I feel like any second now, I'm going to be like, yeah, everything's fine. I'm safe in here. My game's, because I'm thinking my game might be bugged. Because I know some people said that, like, they played the original game and the Reaper Leviathans, which everyone hates, just didn't spawn in. So they didn't realize that they were supposed to be there until they started watching other people play it. And they were like, wait, there's like a giant monster that grabs your sea moth. So I'm wondering if the same's happening for me. And I actually went and commented on it. Iron Lung. Got a notification. Oh, really? I just saw, like, literally today, I was going through my recommended, and there was something about a game called Iron Lung. And someone who said that I think it was like a video saying, like, man with a fear of the ocean plays Iron Lung. And it made me think of people, yeah, happy Mermay! Happy Mermay. Hi, Melody's Art Studio and Jamer Gamer. You guys tune in often to my streams, so I appreciate that, especially since it's been so long. I was like, I don't know if literally anyone is going to show up, so I appreciate you guys showing up. I really appreciate it. So yeah, this guy said he played Iron Lung. I didn't watch it. Now I want to watch it since you mentioned it. I should watch it. I don't even know what it is, but it made me think of all the people with like saying like, oh, man with thalassophobia plays Subnautica. That was what it made me think of. So I was like, I guess this is like a Subnautica-ish game, but I don't really know much about it. I remember one time there's a Subnautica YouTuber I like to watch, and he played a game that, like, the developers reached out to him and, like, let him know that they were making it. I don't know whatever became of that game, but it just kind of seemed like a ripoff. I don't like to accuse things of being ripoffs, because I think that's pretty mean, but in this case, like, I'm pretty sure it was just a ripoff of Subnautica, which, I don't know, maybe they were trying to make something new, but they were just copying it too much. Watched a video of someone playing it. Is it, like, super scary like Subnautica? Is that why, like... Because, like, that was the thing about Subnautica, is that it was, like, really scary. It's, like, it's terrifying, but instead of an ocean of water, it's an ocean of blood. So you can't see when you're... Oh. I can't tell if that sounds scary. It sounds kind of too edgy to me, but also, like, cool. Okay, that makes me think of a story though. I had a friend who was running a like an RPG thing based on like monsters, like mythical monsters, and so everyone was kind of like a mythical monster-ish. I don't remember the rules of that RPG. I've never played it, but his friend wanted to be like the Hydra, like the Greek Hydra. So he was like, oh, like, every time I have a bunch of like henchmen, kind of, and every time like one of them gets killed, a new one, appears, or another two appear. And my friend's thought was that would be hilarious if, like, one guy died and then suddenly two people, because it's like urban fantasy, like two guys walked out from around the corner, like, hey, what's up? We weren't here like 2 seconds ago. But then he asked his friend, like, okay, so how do they come back? And his friend had just the edgiest idea ever, which they're not really friends, because my friend, like, he's like, I don't like playing RPGs with them. I like hanging out with him, but not playing RPGs with him. And this is why. The kid said that when they die, basically I was talking to my friend about it, and he was like, and he just came up with the edgiest answer, and I said, let me guess, he said they came from a pool of blood. And I was joking, but no, that was what happened. They would rise up out of the blood of the dead one. And it's like literally the edgiest thing. I was kidding. So that was really funny when I said that, and then my friend was like, nope, that's literally it. Also, if you take pictures of certain things in your submarine, you see giant bones, weird buildings, and at one point a giant anglerfish. Like, whoa, what? What? You're claustrophobic, it's a nightmare. That's freaky. I'm confused. I have to watch this now. I have to watch someone play this. Maybe I'll draw a bit, and maybe I'll watch something on stream, since I can do that. I could like switch it to just watch a little bit. Obviously I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch something you've already seen for like 20 minutes or whatever, but just so I understand how this works, because I'm like my brain's trying to search for context, like, why are you in an ocean of blood? Which, I don't know, maybe the game doesn't answer that. Maybe it's just like, I don't know, how are you in an ocean of blood? Terrifying in its execution. It sounds weird, and I like weird things, so maybe I'll watch, I can watch some on stream a little bit later. Probably just a little bit, a few minutes, so that I like see what you guys are talking about, because my brain's trying to picture what you're explaining to me, but it's super trippy sounding, so I can't really, but it sounds neat. Also, I'm always down for watching Let's Players get terrified. I feel like that would not only be, like, a fear of the ocean thing, but even if you're not scared of the ocean, if you're scared of, like, the dark, or, like, your vision being obscured in some way, that's gonna freak you out. Okay, I was a little worried for a second that I didn't put those on two separate. I just realized I'm almost done inking the actual thing. Doing the background for this is going to be weird, because I want to ink the stuff in the foreground, but then stuff like the Degassi base in the background. Let me make this. Like, that's the Degassi base from the game, if you guys know the game. But I don't want to draw a detail. So I might do I'm going to try and do what, like, Hollow Knight does, where, like, different layers get blurrier and blurrier as you go to the back, but I'm not sure if that's going to look good. Sort of fell out of the Undertale fandom because the jerk of a friend scared me away from it. Oh, the FNAF fandom is awesome. I love FNAF so much. I'm planning to do a FNAF animatic. That's the next one I'm working on, is a FNAF animatic, because I love FNAF. I love the new. I've been in the FNAF fandom kind of ever since it started. I was in high school when the first game came out, and I just thought it was awesome. Hey, Jackie G, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Jackie G? Jackie G? Jackie G is easier to say. I love FNAF. I was really self-conscious in college about it, because that was sort of the point where, like, people were like, FNAF is cringe. And I should have been like, whatever, it's college. Like, people after high school don't care what people like in real life, because they're too busy worrying about life. Oops, this isn't set to a circle. But I didn't mention to anybody that I was into FNAF, because I didn't know if they were going to judge me for it. Fell out of the FNAF fandom when I tried to get back in. Time traveling ball pit. No, I've gotten to the point where, like, I don't care about, I like hearing about the lore and learning about the lore, but I'm not really invested in it anymore. Like, I used to be, like, super hardcore invested in, like, you know, what was the lore gonna try? It now is so insane that I'm like, I'm just here for the ride, man. I'm just here for the ride. I found this really great video. It's really funny by a guy. I can't remember what it's called, but, like, it's a completely accurate and true, like, retelling of FNAF or something like that. And it kills me every time because he just purposefully gets a lot of facts wrong. And yet it's still a really good summary of the story somehow. But I like how crazy FNAF is. That's part of the appeal, is how stupid the lore is. The lore is pretty stupid, and that's why I like it. I'm like, it's so off the wall. You working on a Subnautica Mermay drawing? The lore. The lore is just, yes, it's just insane. You have FNAF mermaid drawing, so are you drawing like the animatronics as mermaids? That would be cool, actually. I would never think to do that. That sounds fun. Makes me think of that Chica of the Sea ad from Security Breach, which is a really cool game. I actually started playing it, didn't finish. I got to the endoskeleton part, and then I was like, this is so hard. And I just watched people play the rest, which is good, because I could never have beaten the rest. Like, it's too much. How many Undertale AUs do I know? Probably not nearly all of them. I know Undertale. Then the first AU I found about was, of course, Underfell and Underswap. And then I know like the mixers, there's like, you know, Swap Fell and Fell Swap, which are two different ones, although my brain still is trying to wrap my head around how that works. Okay. I know, oh, it's been a while. There's Horror Tale. There's, Dust Tale. Which Dust Tale is the one where Sans is just like crazy, right? And he starts murdering everybody. I've heard there are kind of different versions of Horror Tale too, but I'm not gonna get into that. That gets even more complicated. There's also different Fell Swaps, right? There's Fell Swap Indigo. There's Fell Swap Gold. Is there a Fell Swap Red? I can't remember. It's madness. It's madness. And then I know there's one about... There's one about, like, space. I can't remember what it's called. There's one about space. There's one about... I don't even know. It's Abandoned Ship. Best song in the Subnautica soundtrack. It's awesome. I hope these are actually, like, vertical lines. I could just whip up the grid and see, but I'm too lazy to do that. I heard of an AU called Underfell, quote, in massive quotation marks, which is the exact same. Everyone... Nice. I enjoy that. They're just always tripping and falling. Wouldn't that be Underfall? That'd be Underfall. Underfall. Okay. That's legitimately a funny thing to think about. Underfall. Everyone trips. Also proud I made it to the stream. Yes, I'm happy you missed... I'm happy you came... Well, that was the thing, though. I was having streams at, like, the freaking weirdest times because of my old job. I just didn't have time to, like, stream at, like, normal times. I was streaming on, like, evenings on, like, Mondays when, like, everybody was, like, doing homework. Which is good. Or procrastinating doing their homework, which I feel that. There's the Sun and Moon are my favorite. They're pretty much everyone's favorite from what I can tell. They got screwed with how much screen time they got. They got like no screen time, but they were everybody's favorite. Which is like the first time that I've been like that and the majority of the fandom was like that. Because all of my favorite characters and things tend to be characters that appear for like 0.2 seconds and then they're just gone from the rest of the story. And I'm sad. Like, Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 came out, I was really hoping Huggy Wuggy would turn out to be, like, alive, because I love him so much, and then he wasn't. There were, like, the little ones, but Huggy's dead. That made me sad. Mermoon. Oh, have you ever heard of, this one awesome, like, artist and fanfic writer called Bamsara? Bamsara? They're on Tumblr, and they have an AO3 account, and apparently, like, their fanfics are really popular. Their fanfiction about, it's like a reader insert about Sun and Moon, but I think it has all the other animatronics in it as well. But yeah, it's like the most popular FNAF fanfic ever, like on AO3 right now. It's like the most popular one. And then their Invader Zim fanfictions are also like some of the most popular amongst that fandom on AO3, which is insane. Like, it's pretty insane, and I'm mildly jealous. I'm like, oh, people love your writing that much, dude. Awesome. But yeah, they're really good, and they actually did a Mermaid fanfiction with Sun and Moon. Yes, Bamsara, you know Bamsara, they're great. Chapter 2 implies that they have an army of tiny huggies that can swarm you. Yeah. Yes, Bamsara is great, and I follow their Tumblr blog, and yeah, I love their stuff. I love their artwork, too. They have a bunch of friends, too, online, and one of them drew a picture of, because they were drawing them on their stream or something, because I guess they stream somewhere. I think it's on Twitch, though. And one of their friends drew the mermaid versions of the boys, Sun and Moon. Yeah, I love their stuff. Le Panic for hugs. Yeah, I like to, this is a horrifying thought, but I just keep picturing, like, because it seems like in Poppy Playtime, like, the factories just sort of become like a free-for-all. Like, everybody's just like out to, like, every man for himself, or every toy for himself, I guess, which is why Kissy Missy not attacking the player was super weird. That's its own thing. I can't wait to watch all the can't wait to see Matt Pat talk for like 20 minutes on. I know some people don't like Matt Pat, but I just enjoy watching him geek out over things. I don't even agree with most of his theories. I just like watching this grown man completely geek out over video games. It's fun. But yeah, I feel like they were like, those things are probably getting eaten, right? Like those little huggy toys, because it says they all need to eat except the prototype, which is that metal claw thing. That's their Huggy Wuggy can hug you into string cheese. What? I have not seen this poster. What? Since when could he hug you into string cheese? How does that work? Actually, do I want to know how that works? I probably don't. Squeeze you until you pop. I enjoy the little ad at the end of the... Actually, that's probably not... That sounds really bad, I bet, to you guys. I just remembered because I don't have a pop filter on this mic. Sorry. I hope that didn't, like, hurt you guys' ears. Like, why'd you do that? I'm sorry. I forgot. That's a thing that mics do. That I don't have a filter for, which I should. I should have a pop filter. I should get one. I just didn't at first because it was like, I got this like right when my YouTube channel was starting out, and I was like, I don't know if people will not actually watch me after like those first like 2 videos, and they did, so I should really get a pop filter. Ooh. His own limbs are as tall as him. Yeah, his limbs are, like, way long. Super long. He's terrifying, man. Like, he's legit so scary. Like, he's hilarious. Like, I like that his design is amazing. Like, it's so simple, but it's so iconic. I drew him some during my absence. In the little free time that I had, I did some doodles. Maybe I'll post them or something as like a community post or something. But I did draw him some. It's just that It's just that I wasn't on YouTube. But maybe if you guys, I could totally do, his eyes. His eyes are, yeah, his eyes are unsettling because they're like, it's like Mommy Longlegs too. Like both of them, I hate their like big dead eyes, you know, because they're plastic. So I hate looking at them because it's like they're big and like just dead inside. They have no light in them. Ugh. I don't like it. It's creepy. Ooh, spooky music. Yeah, Huggy's... And then the way he moves, it's the animation for all of them, too. Like, the way he moves, like how... Because I remember learning that the animators, like, gave everything... Like, they didn't rig his arms and legs. Like, they rigged his hands and his feet and his torso and his head, but, like, the arms themselves have no bones in them. So it's literally... That's why they move, like, all... Bleh, you know... And that's just unsettling. Predators hunt their prey, their eyes don't expand like that, which implies that he's having fun chasing you to your death. Also the fact that he's completely silent until... Yeah, he's creepy. I remember someone did like a video where they filmed the entire chase scene going backwards, so that we could see the animation, which I'm like, I can't imagine how many tries that took to like memorize the entire path backward. But they did. And one of the creepiest parts is that when that, you know, when you're running away in the vents and then the door slams shut in front of you for like a specific amount of time before it reopens, if you turn around and you're looking at Huggy, he slows down because he thinks he has you cornered. So he goes from like really fast walking to like creeping towards you because he's like, oh, heck yeah, I got you cornered. And then the player is able to get away when the door reopens. But that's freaking creepy, man, that he actually like slows down because he thinks you're not gonna get away. Creepy. I don't like. Gotta erase a little bit of the mermaid. I'm gonna erase some. Then chase animation. They've animated his arms first. Yeah, I didn't animate the legs. And from what I've heard, they just didn't animate. They just didn't put any rigs in his. Based on what I've heard, they just didn't put any like bones in his legs or arms, and that's why he moves like that. Blech. Creepy. Wait. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I was like, I had an idea of what I was doing, and then I forgot. Yeah, because that's the thing. There's, like, so many games that were inspired by FNAF, like Poppy Playtime, and now there's My Friendly Neighborhood as well. That one's pretty big. And, like, some people are tired of it, but I personally just really like that trend. How long will I go? I don't know. Hello, Nicole. My first thought was, like, how low can you go? Like, with Limbo. Time is it? 4 p.m. I was just checking. Oh, I forgot. Am I recording this? Probably not. Oh, I am. Cool. I thought I was going to forget to record stuff. I have to be careful because I do have security breach on my computer and the optimization on that game is horrible. So it takes up 80 gigabytes of space on my computer. And like my laptop's a gaming laptop, but still. FNAF basically inspired the trend of horror games having this sense of... Yeah. It wasn't the first thing to ever do that, but it started like this massive, like, you know, here's like a franchise for children, but it's evil, secretly evil thing. I know some people don't like it or are tired of it, but I think it's awesome. I don't like how some people call it horror for kids. I don't think it's horror for kids just because it features childlike stuff in it. It's family friendly, I think, largely. I don't think Poppy Playtime is that family friendly anymore after that scene with Mommy Longlegs where she gets killed. That is brutal. So I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. But I think a lot of them are family friendly, which I guess is why people think they're for kids, but they're not. What creepypastas were first on that? The first one I'm thinking of is Candle Cove, which is that one, you know, where about the people who are remembering that, like, old show that they used to watch that had, like, really creepy stuff in it. But then when they asked their parents about it, their parents said that they were just watching static on the TV, or that's what it looked like. Sonic.exe, yeah. That's actually true. That's probably the first one, Sonic.exe. I can't believe I didn't think that. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Melody. I spoiled that for you. I won't say anymore. But she does, and it's very violent. Like, very violent. Much more violent than Huggy Wuggy. So yeah. Yeah, okay, I won't watch it. I won't say anymore. It's good, though. It's the ending, like, the Huggy chase is intense, but also... What's next? My teddy bear. Well, we also had a creepy teddy bear from FNAF, the talking teddy bear that talks to the crying child, or Evan. Although I think some people were your pillow is like you think you're safe, but you would never suspect that I would come after you. I don't care about spoilers. Okay. She gets caught in, like, a machine, and so, like, her limbs do, and so they get, like, ripped off, and then her leg gets caught, and then the entirety of her body just gets crushed. But, you know, that would be one thing if they were literally just toys, but, you know, they have, like, blood, so there's blood everywhere. It's very, very bloody. I'm like, huh. I was not expecting it to get that violent, because, you know, Huggy just falls down into the darkness. She gets, like, torn apart. It's pretty awful. I was like, oh, I don't like that. Let's see if I can color the mermaid. This is going to be kind of hard, because this is all I have to go off of. So I'm going to try and make it pale. Okay, so if you watch the first chapter, one thing that freaked a lot of people out was that when Huggy Wuggy falls down into the darkness and he, like, hits several, like steel bars on the way down, he actually, like, bleeds when his head hits them. Like, it whacks against his head, but then, like, blood is left splattered on the steel bars. So it's implied that they were doing, like, experiments building toys out of, like, people's parts. It's weird. Got a skull fracture, but like, yeah, I'm only got a first-person view of a Shredder ASMR video. So yeah, go watch it. It's creepy, and I don't even think I noticed the first time, and then, like, someone was talking about it in, like, a YouTube video about a theory, and I saw it and I freaked out, because, like, that just, I don't know what about that made it, like, 1,000 times scarier, but it was like, oh, like, toys aren't supposed to do that. Like, they're obviously not supposed to move or attack people either, but that just made it so much worse. Like, oh, he can do that apparently. Cool. He has blood. Awesome. Awesome sauce. He's actually alive, literally alive. Let's see. Trying to get rid of the tendrils underneath the hands. I'll do that. Oh, I'm a long way. Yeah, okay, so a lot of people are freaked out about her because she moves like a spider, but spiders don't scare me that much. But what freaks me out is her face. Like, the first time the Chapter 2 trailer came out, and at the end she, like, comes out of the darkness, and she's like, it's been so long. And, like, the size of her, like, big dead eyes. I don't know why. It just, like, freaks me out. And the voice acting's good, too, so she sounds super mommy material. Apparently, she's actually a mom. There's, like, one poster where we see her with, like, a husband and a child. So she is actually a mommy. At least, marketing-wise, she is a mommy. I don't think she is... This is why you name your layers. Do as I say, not as I do. Clarice vibes? I don't know who that is. Wait, are you talking about Coraline? That was my first thought. Mom and associated with something creepy. Oh, that movie freaked me out as a child. Okie doke. I feel like I can get started coloring it now. What am I doing? I don't remember. Yeah, Poppy playtime is creepy. But I love it. Oh, really? Coraline? Oh my... Hannibal Lecter. Oh, I haven't seen The Silence. I feel like I probably should watch The Silence of the Lambs at this point. Because apparently when it came out, it was like the freakiest thing anyone had ever seen. But I was talking to one of my parents and they were like, yeah, compared to now, like, it's not that scary. So I should probably watch it. But yeah, Coraline scared the crap out of me as a child. I hated that movie. I was scared of everything as a child, though. Like, it was enough. Like, if I wanted to scare myself, I would go to the library and find Goosebumps books and read the blurbs on the back. And that was enough to straight up, like, keep me up at night and give me nightmares. That was enough. So I find it funny how I enjoy a lot of dark, like, stories nowadays. Because I never expected myself to until I just got, like, brave enough to try. Coraline is scary, right? Like, Coraline is a no. I'm sorry. It's a good movie. It's scary. The Goosebumps books. I never actually read the books because I was too scared to even read the backs. Like, the backs scared me bad enough. I think the one that scared me the most was Monster Slime. Again, didn't even read the book, just read the back. And I just hated the implication that eating something could transform... Because I hated transformations as a child. Like, I still kind of hate them. Like, the Animorphs books, like, the covers scared the crap out of me because I hated watching people transform in movies. So, yeah, it's just, say cheese and tire, the scarecrow walks at midnight. I've been thinking about, like, actually going back and just reading some because I never read them as a child. I'm kind of curious to, like, just see them as an adult and see how I feel about them. Just for fun, you know? I feel like that'd be fun, just to read them as an adult and see it. They obviously won't scare me that bad, but I hope not. The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. I recognize The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight and The Cuckoo Clock of Doom. I recognize those titles. Mortal Terrors. Red's Mighty Tweet. I know, I did read that, one of the books in that series, the Weenies series, you know? It was Attack of the Vampire Weenies. I read that. And I read it because, like, another kid was telling me it was really good. And it was actually really good. The Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the first one, actually. Because Sonic was not, like, a huge love of mine as a child. Like, because I didn't play a lot of video games as a child. I'm gonna color pick. People say you shouldn't do that. I'm gonna do it anyway. I might, you know what I'm gonna do? Just clearly what it's supposed to be. And we're gonna do this as the tail. I think that's good. And I'm gonna do a gradient. What did I do? I don't think I did anything. Oh, no, I did. Yeah, I did that. FNAF Silver Eyes. I'm thinking of reading the FNAF books, too. I kind of want to read some, like, horror targeted at children. I actually wrote a book. I finished recently writing a book. And it's the first thing that I've ever written targeted at, like, a younger audience. Middle grade. So I'm thinking of going back and reading stuff that's more, like, targeted at kids, because I haven't read any of that in years because I'm not a kid, and see if like what I wrote is good at all or if it sucks. Like just bad for trying to target it at children. But yeah, I've heard of, you've only finished that book. I am very bad about reading books nowadays. As a child, I loved to read a lot. I read a lot of books as a kid. And then, like, at some point, I just stopped. That said, I think as I've gotten older and, like, went to art school and learned that apparently a lot of the things that I like to write are considered for children, I'm wondering if maybe it's just that I like topics that are typically children's book topics. And so it was like, that's my guess, is that I like stuff that's for kids. I'm doing this on a separate layer. Oh, oops. My bad. Wish you could switch these around. You can do that in Photoshop. You can't do it here. Guess I just... Yeah, there we go. And then I just make the rest. One second. I'm trying to figure this out. I knew this was the thing that was going to give me the most trouble, was the tail. Yeah, what I did as a kid, this was weird. I don't know why I did this, but I would start a lot of books and then never... And I would start the books and I would finish the books, but they'd be in a series and I would get all the way up to the last book and then stop reading. Like, I did that with Percy Jackson, which I'm also thinking of going back and reading because the show's coming out and I'm, for some reason, strangely invested in that. I think because I was a big enough fan that I remember the movies. I just did not like the movies when they came out. I was very disappointed by them. Because the movies are just bad. So I did that with that though. I got all the way up to the last book and then stopped. And it wasn't that I didn't like the books. I liked them. I thought they were good. But then I was just like, okay, I'm good now. I've read enough, I guess. I don't know. It was weird that I did that. I also did it with another series called Inkheart. Very meta books. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. I did it with another series that was apparently written by the lady. I just learned, like, this week that it was written by the lady who made the Hunger Games. She just wrote this before. There was a series called Gregor the Overlander, and I read that and liked it, but also just never finished it. It was just like, okay, I'm good now. You're animating? I still have not. I still need to learn how to animate. I still don't know how. It was metafiction. That's really all I remember, is that Inkheart was metafiction. Which, I don't know if Inkheart was what inspired... I still, to this day, am like searching for what exactly inspired my intense love for metafiction. Because I came upon things like Undertale and Doki Doki Literature Club in like high school and college because I was late to Undertale. But by that point, I already liked metafiction enough to create stories that had a lot of metafictional aspects to them. So I don't know where that came from. Longleg's death. Yeah, Mommy Longleg's death is... Yeah. Did you see the whole chase scene? The whole chase is freaking crazy. And I hate it. Well, I love it, but I hate it because it's scary. She's very scary. I find Huggy scarier, though. But the chase scene's scarier with her, for sure. I personally find the chase scene with her much scarier. Much scarier. It's very scary. I don't even know if I'm doing this on the right layer. I'm not. Oh, well. Not the whole chase scene, just the start and her death. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you should wait till you actually watch it in context, but the whole thing's pretty messed up. I watched IGP play it first, but he hadn't finished the whole chapter yet. He has now, so I need to go back and watch. But I really like IGP. Which I think it's funny because I remember the first time he played the games, Poppy Playtime, and at the time FNAF Security Breach hadn't come out, and he was like, yeah, he's like, looks like FNAF but better because FNAF sucks because he hated FNAF. But then the new FNAF game came out and it won him over. He didn't record himself playing the whole thing, but it won him over. He said that he was a fan now, which I thought was hilarious. Oh, this is the song that Jacksepticeye heard and started jamming to. He did this. I still think that's hilarious. This is the part where it started, like, the electronic music kicked in. Dude, this music is baller. I can't make his voice. I wish I could. I wish I could make an Irish accent. I'll never not think of Jacksepticeye whenever I hear this song. You're Irish? You a killer Jacksepticeye impression? That's awesome. I love Irish accents, but I can't make them. Is that weird when people say that they like... I've always wondered, like, to British people and, like, UK people, is it weird when people say that they love their accents? Like, is that annoying? Because I feel like eventually you might get really annoyed. Yeah, but, like, I get it. You think my accent's cool. Good for you. I don't even remember what song this is. Not to me? Okay. So I've always wondered. Does that get annoying? No, I guess not for at least all of you. Yes, everyone said they like. Where are you from? I feel like a lot of my viewers are not from the US, because I remember being really happy that I could stream at these times of day now, because a lot of people trying to tune into my streams were like overseas, and so they couldn't tune in for that long, or it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, go to bed. Don't stay up for me. I appreciate it, but don't. What is it? The most random stuff in an Irish accent. Good old UK. So it's not England specifically, because I know UK is comprised of Scotland, Britain, and Ireland, correct? Or am I dumb? Oh, you're from the US, but your heritage is Irish. Oh, okay. So it's ethnicity. Gotcha. I guess, does that count as ethnicity? I don't even know. Don't pay attention to my knowledge of that kind of terminology, because I don't know it. I'm trying to figure out what color I should make this thing's hair. If you guys have any suggestions, you can throw them my way, because I am not sure. I don't want to make it too purpley. Maybe like this kind of bluish purple here. Maybe. And want a spot of tea? Do you want a spot of tea? I don't know. I don't know how good my British accent or English accent is. I cannot make an Irish one. I can learn to kind of make an accent after listening to enough of it. Like, I learned a little bit of an English accent from watching or from playing Portal 2, because Wheatley was my favorite character. But and I can kind of do an Australian accent after listening to enough of Junkrat from playing Overwatch. Kind of. Again, I'm not gonna be like, no. But but even after watching a ton of Jacksepticeye, because I love that guy, I can't. There, turquoise, it's your favorite color? Alright, let's see about that. Let's just try and make it the same. Let's see. It's not bad. I just want to make it brighter. That works, I think. If I've got Harry Potter's accent is very Londonish. Yeah, that's true. You've got different, and then of course there's the really proper British accent, and then the British accent that doesn't have the T sound in it. The sophisticated London accent from watching Dorgley's Bowser. That's pretty funny. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and see if I can get some lighter blue in this. Yeah, I like that color blue. Oh, right, I didn't. That's not what I meant to do. CSP is kind of weird. This is like a separate. There we go. I think that's good. I'm trying to figure this out. La 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 la. Guess that's this. Is this? No, okay, it's not. Cool. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this figured out. No. Okay. Oh, it's because I didn't know I did do that. Okay. Let me just use a pen then. That's weird. Okay. Oh no, it's that. Yeah, it's this. So we're still, okay. I was dumb. No, I'm still dumb. I'm trying to figure out where on earth this color is. It's here. So, I see. Okay. Kinda. I really should have done this on a separate layer. Oops. My bad. Okay, there we go. Just trying to get this. I do not recognize some of these songs from Subnautica, but that's probably just because the Subnautica has a lot of tracks and they're mostly subtle. What program do I use? Bye. Too harsh. Bye. Thanks for coming. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it. And okay, wait. I missed some chat. For some reason, every time Dorkly makes a video with Bowser, he has a very calm and sophisticated London accent. That's really funny. I haven't seen that. The program I'm using right now, and I've been using it more and more, is Clip Studio Paint. If you want it on your computer, it's literally $30, like flat, no subscription, and you get all the updates to it. For iPad, there is a subscription. I don't know why, but I like it a lot. I think it's a really good program. It was actually originally called Manga Studio because it is actually made for art. It's like Photoshop, but for art. Like if you see here, you can actually do panels for a comic, and there's like all this mechanics to that stuff. Maybe one day I'll... Pounds? I don't know. I would have to... Here, let me convert it. How much pounds? I actually work at a bank now, and this lady was trying to get her daughter pounds. Okay, so I want $30. $30. It's not converting it. I know that's not. Oh, okay, there we go. It's 25 British pounds. That's how much it's worth. That's how much you pay for it. Sun and moon look really cute. I did doodle. Actually doodled. I've done a drawing of sun and moon. Here, let me see if I can pull it up. I'm just trying to figure out if... Here, let me save this. Yeah. That's a nice thing about Clip Studio Paint is you can, like, Procreate, you have to, like, save it a little more sophisticatedly every time. This, you just hit the save button. Right. There. The one I just pushed. Anyway, let me see. I know I did a drawing of them. Let's see. I don't know, did I save it? Yeah, here it is. Oh! Yes, hello. It, for some reason, glitched out. But yeah, this is the drawing of Sun and Moon that I did. This was, I don't know why, but I just could not draw them at all. This isn't perfect by any means. The proportions are off. But I couldn't draw them at all. Like, they looked super ugly. And then one day I just could. I think I was trying too hard to copy some other artists' art styles of Sun and Moon. Because some people draw them really, really, really great. So, I think I was trying too hard, and then when I just, like, drew them, it just turned out better. I don't know. It's just magic. It's funny, because I saw a post on Tumblr. Oh, these are for the next one that I'm working on, the next animatic. So, yeah, that's stuff that I'm working on right now for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Yeah, it's funny because someone posted on Tumblr, they said, I've noticed a pattern. And they had, like, a doodle that was, like, the artist's first time drawing Sun, and he looked, like, super creepy. Yeah, Freddy. Drawing Freddy is still a challenge for me. I don't know why. I really should draw him again. I feel like it's gotten a little easier. There he is. There's Freddy. Hello, Jason. Yeah, that's Freddy. I've tried to draw him a lot, and for some reason I just suck at it. I think I'm slowly getting better, though, so I need to try and do an illustration. It'd also be fun to do, like, a stream where I draw, like, Huggy Wuggy or Mommy Longlegs. And I might have a vote of which one, because I can't decide. I can't decide. Sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna try and do more radiance. Sorry. Subnautica music. Let's see, did I? Yes, okay. So I'm gonna put this on top of its own layer. This might take several. I need to wait. Wait, what is going on? Wait, no, I was correct. There we go, now I'm remembering what I was doing. Okay. That was the plan there, is to do that. I was like, Horror Tail Sands. I should draw him. I should draw more Undertale fan art eventually. I'm just trying to, like, do some different stuff, because I don't want to be, like, just the Undertale Deltarune person. Those are definitely my most popular animatics, though, so. Oh my gosh, I don't recognize this song either. Alright, yeah, I should draw, though. I do need to do more soon. There's just a lot I do want to draw. I was thinking of FNAF as well. I was thinking of doing a big illustration. I just want to do this in general, but I'd love to stream it. An illustration of, like, all the different versions of William Afton that we've seen over the years, you know. From the original purple guy, when we didn't know what his name was, to Burn Trap, this latest version. I think that would be really cool. Doing a massive drawing of all of them. Because, he's a great character. He's a really interesting character. You should probably draw it. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think it would be fun, and I love what I could do with the colors on that, too. You should probably draw Cronasso. I don't actually know who Cronasso is. Who's Cronasso? I'll look that up. Cronasso. Grateful Dead? Or what? Might draw Friday Night Funkin' as well sometime. Oh, is he like a fan Friday Night Funkin' character? I haven't watched any of those. How to make friends with other animators. I don't know. That is a good question. A lot of, when I first started, like, doing YouTube, there were a lot of, you know, YouTube advice was like, find other people who do, like, your kind of stuff, and then, like, make friends with them. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. How do you make friends? Also, how do I just, because they were, like, recommending other people who are, like, at your level of fame, which is, you know, a relatively low level of fame. I'm not, like, freaking, you know, super famous or anything. So, you know, but then it was like, I don't know where to find those people because they're all buried underneath, like, the algorithm. This is why it's amazing that people discovered me at all. It's just like, what? Let me see about this. Yeah, okay. There we go. On Google Images. You go on DeviantArt. DeviantArt would actually make a little bit of sense, wouldn't it? Sort of. I really should, like, actually post on DeviantArt again. Because I had an account that I started when I started college. But I haven't actually touched it. It would probably be, like, a good idea. I'm trying to see. Let's see. Should it be that way or the other way around? Oh, that's definitely better. Alright, let me... Okay. One thing I don't like about Clip Studio Paint is that you do have to do this all in one go. Like with Procreate, where you can just kind of pause and it'll... There we go. Yeah, I think that looks better. Sorry. You post on my Tumblr? I had one that I was using, but then I just stopped posting because for some reason my art has just not been as successful on other social media sites, which I find really, that's why, like, when I first posted on YouTube, I didn't expect anyone to see it because that's just sort of been my experience everywhere else. But I could get my Tumblr blog up and running again. I should probably do that. That I think would be a good idea. Just to produce content there, because I do love Tumblr. It's for sure, like, my favorite platform besides YouTube. YouTube's my favorite. I was in the first 200. You were in the first 200 subs? Well, that's all. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really was like, you know, throughout that 10 months, I was like, I don't want to lose all my freaking subscribers because I'm not posting anything. But y'all were so nice. You were so nice when I came back. Like, y'all have just been so nice. I really appreciate it. So kind and understanding. Because I was, like, dead. I was like, where is she? She's dead. Okay. There we go. So many layers. You should name your layers. I'm still not naming my layers. Even as I say it. I think this is this song. I think this song is Abandoned Ship, I believe. No, Abandoned Ship is the theme song that they play at the end. I can't remember what this one's called. It's like Fire or something. When there's like a fire on your ship. Switched from DA to Tumblr, so I had to re-follow all the artists. Yeah, I like Tumblr a lot. It's a very fandom space. You're very big on just being fandom, like, you know, being fans of something and sharing fan art and making memes and stuff. It's really nice. And it's definitely more chill, because I did leave Tumblr for a while, but then when I came back to it, I was like, this place is way more chill than I remember. Which is why when people were talking about Twitter, and they were like, maybe we should go back to Tumblr, we were like, oh, don't send the Twitter people here. We don't want them here. They're very angry. Because I did have a Twitter, I still technically have a Twitter account, but I literally never use it because I hate that place. With every fiber of my being. I hate it. It's just like going on there just puts me in a bad mood. Everybody's so angry. So angry on there. One of your favorite YouTubers. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. I just never thought I'd hear that from people. It's really good to hear that. If I can pull up. Okay. No, I don't know where my phone is anymore. I'm going to look up the Grand Reef because I forget what these things look like. For some reason, my Google Chrome has Yahoo as its default browser. No, that's not what I meant to do. And I don't know why. Like, and I've tried to change it, but every time it just Let's see. Images. I just gotta remember the color of these glowy ball things. Very saturated light blue. So it's like this kind of blue. So yeah, it's like this color. Cool. I was just trying to remember. Thank you, I appreciate that. Ah, crap. Incorrect layer. Alright, there we go. That was scary. I know this thing is also filled with like weird moss stuff growing on it or something. So I'll have to do that, but for now that's good enough. I might go ahead and start coloring a little bit of the background. At least the basics. Just so that it's surrounded by color and I get a little bit of a better idea of like where the light's coming from and stuff. Maybe I'll have like a, yeah, where it's like all the light's coming from the orb. That would probably be good since the area is pretty dark overall. Let's see. I'm gonna keep referencing the picture I've pulled up on Google. Subnautica's got weird environments because it's, you know, the ocean, so it's very... Okay, let's see, this is the very back of it. That would be... This is the very back of the caves. I'm gonna do this, actually. Let's see. Trying to figure this out. I have no idea if this is gonna work out or not. I don't know if this is gonna fit my art style or if it's just gonna look freaking weird. And just be like, no, this looks bad. Like, okay, cool. I'm not sure if this is gonna... Okay, it is. Oh, but it looks kind of garbage. I thought it was on for other layers. It is. Okay. No. I hate when that happens. So let's just crop your entire thing to that one little... Okay. This thing is being... I've been streaming for a while now. I might actually watch a little bit of Iron Lung very soon. See about that. Because it's been a while. And then I can at least try to shade it. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and see what happens if I apply like a Gaussian blur to this. Yeah, okay. And this is only like a couple stalactites, but I just want to see if it looks okay at all or not. I've not done this in a long time. Filter, blur. Yeah, I see that just doesn't look good. Yeah, it's actually not bad. Okay, yeah, it's actually not terrible. I'll try it with the Degassi base as well. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes or not. Okay. I'm so good at art. 4 years of art school, and I've been drawing for like over 10 years. But yeah, the 4 years of art school are what really helped me improve the most, for sure. Because, I was surrounded by people who do it for a living, or who did it for a living. And professors who had worked on like a lot of cool stuff. One of them was, I don't know if you know that, like, graphic novel Daybreak, but apparently it was like a decently big deal. He was the one who created it, and I hadn't heard of it, but he was one of my professors, this guy, and he didn't usually talk about the stuff that he'd made, I guess to avoid seeming like he was bragging, but I wish he talked about it more. But he was mentioning one time, he just brought it up, trying to just sort of like mention it offhand before moving on. And then suddenly, like, one kid in our class was like, "Dude, you made Daybreak?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Dude, I loved that as a kid. That was like my favorite book ever." And he just starts like fanboying in the middle of class. He's freaking out, and like, it was great. It was pretty awesome. Like, the professor didn't know how to react. He was like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe my professor's the guy who made Daybreak." It was pretty funny. Oh, you know what I bet it was? It was this thing. Sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of I'm gonna get rid of all of this. Not that. That's the one thing I don't want to get rid of. Oh, where on earth? Oh. Where is the sketch? I don't want the sketch there. What? Oh, it's down there. Duh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Boop. Okay. Let's see if this looks okay. Yeah, let's see if I can Gaussian blur this as well. If it'll look good at all. Filter blur. It's not the right color yet, but I think it'll look okay once I make it the right color. Let's see. Oh, okay, apparently if you... Oh, okay, good to know. So. It's a jam. Subnautica soundtrack is a jam. let's do that. Say this too. Maybe. Oop. Okay. Worry about. Oh. I don't know if that made a noise with the mic. Accidentally tapped the thing with it. Okie doke. I think I'm gonna pause there. Or end it there. I might watch, because I mentioned watching the first couple minutes of the Iron Lung. So I will do that, actually. I will do that. I don't know if the people who asked me to are still watching this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let me go to this and change. Let's see. It's gonna show up weird. I'll just undo it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Never mind. Just window capture. That works. There we go. Alright, there. There we go. That took a second with OBS. Let's see. Let's see about Iron Lung. Alright. Iron Lung. Okay, Jack played it. So that's what I'll watch him play it. Cause here we go. Hello, I am going to watch Iron Lung. For those, oh hi Toenail. Good to see you. I've been drawing for a little while, so people were saying I should watch Iron Lung, so I'm going to do that really fast. Just watch a few minutes so that I understand what they're talking about, because they tried to describe it to me. We're gonna see. Monsters in the ocean. The editing legit made that seem so painful. Fine, that's a pretty security breach ad.
those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. Thank God it says press any key to continue. Am I the only one who gets like anxiety sweats when something like this shows up in a movie or a game and you're like, God, I have to read all of that so quick. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. Whoa, you are a convict. What did I get sent away for? Being too sexy again? Task exploring this anomaly and a makeshift submarine.
Ah, yes. Jacksepticeye is just too. Yeah, I haven't seen it at all either. So, people were saying, the ocean. People were saying I should watch some of it, so I'm watching some of it. Can y'all hear it? Oh my gosh, I think that was a South Park reference. James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron.
Yes! Oh, this atmosphere is dripping. I can't move.
I'm definitely wondering how you can make something like this scary. Because the graphics are so
On my own.
not bad, because it's clearly intentional, but
Tab is map and B is briefing. Okay. Oh God. Hover mouse over nodes for more information. Oh Lord. 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of Moon AT5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture.
there's a lot of text reading. I don't mind that, I just don't know if that's gonna get boring.
Several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SMI3s.
SM13s, yeah.
Photos must be taken within
Those
2 inches
SMI3s.
of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. Okay. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified
Alright,
points.
I'm gonna make the video a little bit.
Since you can't navigate by
me
sight,
know if
pay
it's
attention to your
gets louder
coordinates
than I
and
am.
consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub-controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. Oh, that's it? That's it? Oh no! Mayday! Mayday! I hate it and I want to go home! Okay, fires are going to happen. So this is my camera. Okay, I can't twist any of these.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay,
The less I can
yeah,
touch, the better.
okay, cool.
How do I know where I am? I'm at 182, 30,
Now I know.
116, 71. So 182, 116. I'm close to none of these. Oh wait. This is a cross-section map. I'm confused. I thought it was topographical. 180, 576. Okay, that one we can do. Okay, let's get this to 576 and let's see
I thought it was topographical.
what's happening. It's gonna take me a long time to get there.
Okay, cool, he's fast.
God, what if at some point I just take a picture, there's like a big face there? Ooh. Okay, keep your cool. We haven't gone anywhere yet. What does that mean? That means I'm gonna hit something, right? Okay. Whoa, okay. So I turn around that and go? Nope. I'm gonna hit something in every direction. Can I go between those or do I have to go this way? Okay, now. Oh my god! Holy crap! I inhaled some beard hairs doing that! That was way more intense than I expected! Holy god! Okay, don't hit anything. That went from like. It went from like, am I close to something though? Bam! You're dead!
You, like, steer the
Okay, slow down.
Cyclops.
I think I might be dead again. Okay. So is the camera on the front or the back? There was a lot of stuff happening. I can't remember. This is terrifying. Okay, that's the one I ran into before. So let's go hard right to see if that fixes anything. I might end up hitting the thing on the right again. No, pretty smooth sailing so far, I'd say. I'm the greatest. If I can get this to 322 on the X. no, turn a bit. Whoa, 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 hold on. Get away from that, whatever that is. Yeah, there you go. I don't want to be smacking into anything. This is terrifying to only rely on your instruments. I don't want to. 322, 186. I want to try this one first. I think that's good. Oh, wait, is this the map like
I'll watch
this?
this later,
I was so confused as to what I was looking at this entire time. So I went up and just hit this the last time, right?
I'll watch the rest of that later. I just don't want to, like, make it, because this is supposed to be an art stream, so. There we go. I wasn't sure if it was gonna, like, stuff was gonna happen immediately, or if, like, nothing was gonna happen, and it looks more like nothing's happening right now. So, that's fine. I'll watch him play it some other time. Pull up some music again. Oh, I gotta turn the volume back down, because for some reason music is, like, super loud. Like, super loud. But then, like, not so much with, like, it's weird. Alright, let's see. I will go ahead and just shade it. I'll worry about the background later. The background's kind of sucky right now. But I'll worry about it later. Backgrounds are always in. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know you didn't see it because I was just pulling up Iron Lung, so thank you. I'm glad you like it. Took me a while to color it, and thankfully, someone, who was it again? Let me look up. It was Gamer, I believe, who suggested I use this color for the mermaid's hair, and I think that was a choice of color, sort of a turquoise color. Alright, let's see. Listening to the Below Zero soundtrack now, since that works. Oh, that's a sort of a leitmotif, I just realized. Yeah, I think it worked out well. I think you picked a good color. Alright, I'm trying to think of a... We'll see. I'm going to use this for the layer first. Obviously, on the pale skin, I'm going to have to turn the saturation of the thing down, but... Let's see. Change the tar hard light layer. That's what I use for shading. I'm just coloring it. So this is going to look really sucky. I'm just doing this really quick. Yeah. I'm going to quickly make this disappear. And do this, because when it's a gradient, it gets all weird with selecting stuff, so. Yeah, I recognize that song. I don't know where... It's in one of my... Oh, it's in my favorite... That leitmotif kind of thing that just played in the music was... It's from my favorite song. I'm pretty sure it's in my favorite song in the entire game of Subnautica Below Zero, which is the Lily Pads song. That's my favorite song. This is from the opening scene, I believe. Yeah, this is when she gets launched out of the ship. For some reason, it's easier for me to shade if I fill in the entire thing and then erase. I don't know why. I always had this problem in high school and early college where my professors would be like, hi! Hi, Alexa. Is Alexa? I forget if your name is just Alexa, and at some point you told me to just call you Alexa or not. I might be wrong. But hello, it's good to see you here. Need to watch someone play Subnautica. You should. It's a little difficult to find good playthroughs of it because a lot of people took part in early access, which is cool. But you know, at that point, the game was not finished. So I should find, if I can, I'll find somebody who played the original, and I'm not going to make this because I'm going to say this glows. This little thing at the end of the tail glows. You know, I'll still actually, no, not that part. I'll make the rest still have shadow over it. The glow will just, I'll show you guys glow how I do glowy stuff if you guys want to see that. Because glowy stuff is always fun, and I enjoy doing glowy stuff. It's part of why, since usually Mermaid, you can get a prompt every day, but since I'm only doing like a couple for this channel, I decided to pick which ones I wanted. And I wanted to do the jelly ray because it glows. And as TV Trope says, bioluminescence is cool, so. I see, this is why I tend to try to do this. It just looks better when I do it like this. I don't know why, it just does. Go ahead. It's I'm doing good. You saying hi before bed? Hi. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. I know you guys are at a different time zone than I am, so I'm glad I'm not streaming at freaking 3 a.m. for you guys, but yeah. So that's when I used to stream, right? It'd be like Monday evening, like freaking 3 a.m. and you'd be like, I'm up at 3 a.m. and I'd be like, go to bed. Maybe you hit enter accidentally. That's 6:09 p.m. Yeah, see, that's it. Wait, 6:09. Where? Well, I probably shouldn't be asking people where they are. But at the same time, internet privacy is so weird nowadays. Like, you know, when you were a kid, they were like, don't tell anyone anything, and now it's like, you know, social media and stuff means people are telling people a lot more than originally they were supposed to, you know. But I'm wondering, EST? Okay. Wait, is that, oh my gosh, I've been drawing for that long. Holy crap, I didn't even realize so much time had passed. Time flies when you are having fun, I guess. Oh, this earbud's coming out. Wop wop. I was like, EST, how are they like 3 hours ahead of me? No, they're not. They're ahead of me. I have a friend who was tuned in earlier. He's also an EST. See. And then this thing is going to be much more saturated, less saturated. I guess slightly more saturated than this, but Yeah, I recognize this music because I had the Subnautica Below Zero was sort of the Subnautica game I was playing until I ran into the issue in the Crystal Caves where I probably wouldn't have finished it anyway because it's scary. Both games scare me. Ah, 1 second. It's gonna go blank for a second, I think. Ah, my screen's dirty. Trying to clean it off. Ah, what? Okay. We're back. Just needed to clean my screen without, like, it being like, you literally, like, poked everything. We're just gonna press all the buttons. Okay. Alright, let's see about making this thing glow. Actually, first. Yeah, let me put on another hard light layer just to avoid. Just trying to get this. So you have to go to sleep now? Okay. It's a big day for you. Well, good luck on that big day, whatever that big day may be. Good luck. I hope you have a good big day. And yes, have a good night. Sleep well. Thanks for tuning in. And temporarily. I appreciate it very much. Alright, let's see about. I'm gonna make this thing glow. Wee. Love making stuff glow. It's the best. So I always go on top of everything. Make it an add. This CSP has added glow layers. Get the color. I'm going to, I'll start by using a gradient. We'll see though. Set foreground it. Oh, the shape is, there we go. Okay, I didn't realize that would happen. So yeah, that works. So I'll just turn the, turn the transparency down. Ta-da! That's how you do that. Easy peasy. I will actually do something really quick first though, which is put some shading over the stuff. Oh my gosh, a little sound effect in the OST scared me. And startled me. I'm very easily startled. Let's go to my history. So many layers. So many layers. I'm bad at layer management. Oh gosh. When it does, this is apparently just what it does. It just decides, I'm gonna do that. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I needed to happen. Alright, now let me turn on the glow. Yes, that looks good, I think. Let me get rid of the get shit line. It looks really good. Thank you. It's I can't remember where I first learned to do add layers, because usually I used to hear like do multiply a layer for shading. So like layer modes here, people would say do multiply for shading. I don't like that because it makes the colors duller, and I like bright colors. So I use hard light instead, and I just pick a dark color so it looks dark and not light. I'm gonna do another glow as well. Make it on a different layer in case there are problems. I'll make this part of the tail glow. This one will probably not be as bright, or it just won't have as wide of a radius. Okay, let's see. It's like trying to remember the button. Okay, so it's the same settings. Oh, forgot to put it on add. Yeah, see, that's much better. I make it lighter, so let's see. 1 second. Did not look as good, so let me make it a lighter color. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll make it a little darker now. Trying to find a good balance. I don't want it taking all the attention away from the big glowing blue orb. I'm just gonna have to make it a little less. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll add another one on top. That's smaller. Ta-da! I'll probably do that with the other one too. So trying to figure out a good starting point. And then I just make this one transparent. Yep. Ta-da! I'll also make a oh, and I just remembered this thing also has little things covering it, so we'll see. I'll do that in a second. Let me just go ahead and do this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Shine. That takes a lot of, almost a white color. Shading and lighting, yes, it's a really fun part. It's very relaxing. You don't have to focus on too much. It's less technical. Yeah, it's really fun. I used to be better, I think. That used to be one of my strongest aspects, but I think as I got better at other parts, it quit being my strongest aspect. Okay, yes, that looks better. Just I'm gonna have to erase that part underneath all the tree leaves. Let me just do this because it's for some reason. Okay, now we're gonna. I think I'll let the regular glow exist over the thing, but this glow is gonna have to not be visible underneath the roots, or it's not gonna make any sense because the roots are in the way. Also, you wouldn't be able to see them very clearly. It's just less fun. I'll let the softer glow be over them so that it. Man, I love the Subnautica music a ton. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better. Like, a lot better. Okay, let me get rid of these. Okay, there we go. I should probably turn this off. Reluctantly, I will turn it off for now while I try to put the. Because it has this weird coral stuff growing all on it. Let's see what color it is. I'm trying to figure it out. Actually, it's kind of this color. Let's make it a little more saturated. Yeah. I just gotta figure out some kind of. just gonna... Yeah, that kind of works. I'll just change it so that the... Yeah, there we go. This is good enough. Oops. There we go. Oops, wrong thing. Clip Studio Paint's a little weird with the brushes. Like, Procreate, you just have brushes. Let's see how this looks. Okay, well, let's see. That looks pretty accurate. Looks decent. Oh my gosh. So these need to be a much darker color to actually show up underneath the glow. Let's see. I don't want to make it like the glow dimmer because I like how bright the glow is. Ah, no, that's not. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Ta-da! Alright. I think I'll finish the rest of this later. In my own time, but I am going to use these to make videos for the channel. So, I will have a full speed paint. I've been recording this, and I'll have a full speed paint up next Friday, so that there's content in between stuff. So, I'll finish this in my own time, and then I'll probably post the finished version as well as a community post. So, thank you to everyone who tuned in, whether you're still here or you're not here anymore. And I will see you guys another time. I really appreciate you guys being here. This is always like a minute behind, so I might not see your goodbyes, but goodbye. I really appreciate you coming, and I hope we will be able to get together next Saturday, and then I'll see you next Saturday when I stream then. Alright, bye.